Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a little mini Sephora haul. Well, it's not too many, I guess. I did pick up a lot of things recently that I haven't shared with you guys yet in a haul, so I wanted to do that in its own separate haul. I was going to combine this with my MAC one, but I figured I'd film it separately, so if you see like a ton of videos with me in the same stuff, the same outfit, same makeup, that is why I'm filming all on the same day. Almost zero time left in my pregnancy. Who knows when this comes up, I may have already had my baby. We will see. But I figure I'm just going to jump right into everything that I picked up from Sephora. If you want to see all the products I recently purchased from Sephora, then just keep watching. So the first thing I picked up, obviously, is the Becca and Jaclyn Hill Champagne Pop Highlighter that everyone and their mother is talking about. I actually ended up going back and picking up a second one of these just to have a backup because I fell in love with it. It is that amazing. I know it's really hyped up at the moment. It's hard to get your hands on because there was only a limited amount. This is what Champagne Pop looks like. I'm sure all of you have seen it by now because it is really popular. But it is what I'm wearing on my cheeks today for this makeup look, which I did film for you guys. It should be up before this video. If it's not, it will be up very soon unless I'm in labor or have my baby. Then it will have to wait. Obviously, but I will link it down below if it's already uploaded, which it should be, but it is very intense, which I love, and swatched on my hand it looks like that. So it's just a very intense highlight. I personally love it. That's why I had to pick up a backup of this, and definitely I would suggest picking it up if you haven't already, if you can find it, because it is that amazing. Super hyped up, but for good reason. It is beautiful. Then Too Faced came out with their Love Flush long-lasting 16-hour blushes, and I was planning on picking up two of them, Love Hangover and Baby Love, and then I couldn't decide when they launched online, so I picked up them all. The first blush that I'm going to talk about is Baby Love. It is what I have on my cheeks right now. It is one of the two that I had to for sure get, and it is the most neutral and wearable of the 6 shades. This is what the packaging on this one looks like, and this is the color. I will swatch all of these on my arm for you, just so you can see them all side by side, but this is what that looks like in the pan. And all the colors are supposed to match the outside packaging on these. Some of them vary a little bit, but generally speaking, they do match the compact and the product. The next one that I had to get is Love Hangover. I saw swatches of this, and I'm obsessed with colors like this at the moment, just pink with a sheen to it. You will notice lately from things I've been hauling, I've been loving these kind of blushes. So this is Love Hangover. I thought this was going to be really popular, probably one of the most popular, just because it is such a wearable blush with a nice sheen to it. Not glitter, but a sheen. It just really brightens up the complexion. So this would probably be my number one from the blushes. If I could pick just one, it would be Love Hangover. Then the next one is called How Deep Is Your Love. It's a really vibrant coral blush, coral pink blush. This is what the packaging looks like, and this is what the product on the inside looks like. Too Faced really outdid themselves with this. Just the embossing on the inside as well. 2 bunnies and it says Too Faced. It's just absolutely amazing. I did notice with some of these blushes that there was some kick up on the initial product pickup from the embossing, just because it is so detailed for that Too Faced lettering, so I find that kicked up a little bit. Other than that, I have no problems with these so far, so I've been really loving them. The next one I wasn't thinking about getting because it's a typical Cheryl blush, and I really don't need another one like this, but this is called I Will Always Love You. And it's just a really pretty peachy kind of blush. It has a sheen to it as well. Just really glows on the cheeks, something that I obviously gravitate towards. So if you like colors like this, you will definitely love this blush. Then the next two, I don't have too many quite like them, so that's why I decided to pick them up. I was going to say Justify because it says Justify My Love for this one. So this is the packaging on this one. Really pretty pink. This one has some glitter in it, so if you're not a fan, I would pass on this, but it is still a really pretty shade. The next one I think will be perfect for the fall time. It is called Your Love Is King. It's not quite this color, so don't be too scared of that purple shade. But this is the packaging, and this is the color. Just a really pretty dusty rose type of color for the fall. It reminds me a little of NARS Sin, I think it is. I haven't compared them side by side, but that's kind of what it was reminding me of when I initially saw it. Then I also decided to try the Sephora brand Perfection Mist Airbrush Foundation because I have been obsessed with the Dior Air Flash. If you guys have been watching my channel, it's going to be in my July favorites for sure. It was going to be in my June favorites, but I didn't want to push it. But it might be my new favorite foundation. Not this one, the Dior one. So I'm currently testing this out to see. I heard it was really comparable, if not a dupe for the Dior. So let me test it a little bit more. I think this is more matte, so I don't know. But this one is half the price. So really, I'm not sure. I might just have to add a more hydrating primer when I use this. But I'm going to test it out a little bit more and see, because if I can make this exactly like my Dior one, obviously I'm going to want to pick this up. Then I also picked up another foundation. This is the new Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation. So they just added in that Ultra because I guess it's 4 times more undetectable on HD film and photography. So the shade I was in the original formula was 125. So they have a correct match for this. They have 125 equals Y315. So that is the shade I am in this. Just looks like you're, ooh, they threw in a little primer sample. Didn't even know that. This is what the packaging looks like. I initially noticed that is different, but I'm going to do a first impression on this foundation, and I'm going to probably wear both side by side and see how it compares and see if it really is Ultra HD. And then still on the topic of foundation, I was going to pick up a full size of this, but they had deluxe samples available at Sephora. So I just got a ton of the deluxe samples. And 3 of them are in the shade Sand, and then 1 of them is in light beige. So I did mix the 2 today to come up with the shade I am currently. And I am wearing it on my face right now. It says it's a buildable medium to full coverage foundation. So I'm still testing this out to see. The initial try when I used this, I didn't actually care for it too much, but I heard everyone rave about it. But I believe it was the primer I used underneath that really kind of affected the consistency of the foundation. So I am wearing it with a different primer today, and I actually really like it. So I think it just had to do with the primer. And then I also decided to do one of those Buxom eyeshadow palettes. They came out with some new eyeshadow palettes. They also have this customizable option, which I chose. So this is my customizable eyeshadow kit. I will put all the shades down below in the description box because they're not easy to flip out at this point in time. The brush is easy to come out. The eyeshadow is not so much. So yeah, that's a little brush that it came with that just hopped out. I picked out all matte shades. I don't know why. Actually, I do. I picked out all matte shades because I'm always looking for a transition shade, and I go through like 100 different palettes to find all the shades that I kind of want to work with. I just wanted one palette where I have any kind of possible transition shade. A warm peachy shade, some mauve shades, gray, and some browns. So this is like my perfect transition palette, so I don't have to go digging in my collection. I just thought it would be a good idea for me to kind of create something like that. I know a lot of people tried the different finishes, but I just chose matte, and that's kind of the direction I went with creating mine, just because I thought it would work really well for me. And then the last 2 things I picked up are a couple of the new Dior lip maximizers, and as soon as I heard that they had new shades of this, I had to pick them up. I love the original one, which is a really light pink shade. So these plump your lips and make them a better condition over time, I guess. I'd have to read up on exactly what they do, but they're really good for your lips, really plumping. If you have really deep lines in your lips like I do, some girls just have these perfectly smooth lips and they look amazing. I'm so jealous and envious of it. But these glosses help plump them up so that you don't have so much of that deep lines in your lips, which I suffer from. So right now I'm using Pink Sunrise, but they have a vanilla mint scent to them. Love the scent. They don't burn or hurt your lips. They do plump them up. You can feel something, but it's not uncomfortable. And then this might be my new favorite nude gloss of all time right here, is Beige Sunrise. Such a pretty nude color. I'm so glad they came out with some new shades for these, because I love the formula of these so much, especially for my lips. So these are my perfect glosses for me personally, in my opinion. They just work so well because of my lines in my lips. They just help really minimize that, and I just love these two shades, the pink one and the nude one. So definitely go check those out. They're a little bit pricey, but 100% worth it in my opinion. They're probably my new favorite glosses. So that is everything I got from Sephora. I hope you guys enjoyed my haul. Let me know what new products you are trying out. Someone told me to try out the new Tarte Lash Primer, and let me know if you've tried that before, because I love my Dior Show Maximizer and I would consider switching over to that one. But I want to know, because every other primer I've tried lately has sucked really bad. So let me know about that if you have tried it. And yeah, anything else you want to let me know, put it down in the comments below. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And let's hope that baby comes soon, because I'm not feeling too good. I will see you guys in my next video. Not sure when that's going to be. Maybe soon, maybe late. We don't know. Do we?